without any further ado, please help me welcome to Northwestern Ontario and to Thunder Bay, Canada's Conservative leader and the next Prime Minister of Canada, Pierre Poilievre.
Who's ready to axe the carbon tax? Who's ready to keep your hunting rifles? Who's ready to make common sense common again? Oh, it's great to be here. I apologize for our late arrival. I was with our incredible Member of Parliament for Kenora, the great Eric Malillo. And when I arrived there today, he said, "Pierre, you've got to come and meet our seniors." I said, "Eric, they're not going to want to visit with a politician from Ottawa." He said, "No, you're going to be a big star." So I showed up at the seniors' home and I walked up to a lady there and I said, "Do you know who I am?" She said, "No, but if you ask the nurse, she'll tell you who you are." It's great to be humbled, isn't it? The people will do that to you once in a while, won't they? Speaking of humble, don't we need some humility out of this Trudeau government in Ottawa? I guess they've got a cabinet shuffle coming. What do you think? Who do you think should be shuffled? All of them. Well, why don't we go through the list, okay? Because I know that Justin Trudeau is watching us all right now, and he'll be very interested in our last-minute advice to help make that decision.
So, chairs on the Titanic.
Yes, the 10 chairs on the Titanic. That's a good way of putting it. But, you know, we're trying to be helpful, aren't we? Or we're trying to be a helpful opposition. So let's go down the list. Let's start with the lady who's given us the carbon tax. Carbon tax 1, carbon tax 2, and then charging the HST on the carbon tax for a full planned tax of 61 cents a litre. Can you imagine the people of Thunder Bay having to pay 61 cents a litre on their gas and diesel, and much more on their home heating, countless other costs on local industries, and of course when you tax the farmers who grow the food and the truckers who ship the food, then you tax all who buy the food. And what do you know? The two Liberals for the Thunder Bay area are voting to raise the tax on the local residents in this community. So we're talking, of course, about Chrystia Freeland, the Minister of Finance. She not only brought us the carbon tax, but she admitted, she said something, she actually just told the truth. She said, deficit spending pours fuel on the inflationary fire. And then actually sued these companies and recovered $56 billion in return. Now those same companies are making profits by now selling more opioids to the government in order to fund the so-called safe supply of hydromorphine, which keeps it going. My common sense plan is to stop giving out tax-funded drugs, ban the previously illegal drugs, put the money into recovery and treatment that will allow us to bring home our loved ones drug-free. Side, Justin Trudeau and his radical woke ideology is based on the notion that people can't be trusted to decide for themselves. Yet some people can be trusted to decide for everyone else. So who are these special people with all their wisdom and virtue? The same people who have made our cost of living rise, who have driven our people onto the streets and in tents, who have caused crime. Those people have no special ability. They should focus on running their own lives and minding their own business. If I were to start a political party from scratch, it would be called the Mind Your Own Business Party, right? Mind your own business. Make your own decisions. And that's based on the notion that the common people are endowed with all of the wisdom and virtue necessary to decide for themselves. Trudeau calls them ordinary people, but they are not ordinary, they are extraordinary. The waitress who carries 10 plates on a tray and serves 15 customers at once works all day, comes home, helps her kid with math before bed, and balances her budget on a minimum wage salary. She is not ordinary. She is extraordinary, my friends. The waitress is like the electrician who captures lightning from the sky, runs it through a copper wire to illuminate this room. He is not ordinary, he is extraordinary. The farmer who masters the sciences of sky and soil to take food from his field to your fork is not ordinary, he is extraordinary. These extraordinary people have the wisdom to decide for themselves. They should be masters and not servants in their country. It is the common sense of the common people, united for our common home. Your home, my home, our home. Let's bring it home.